And so we are just about set to go here from Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcoming everybody here on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and everybody else worldwide, internationally, even in the entire universe. Tom went along with Wave legend and Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Well, Art, Milwaukee trailing Baltimore 1-0 in this best-of-3 series. They were down 6-1 to the Blast late in the third period, then scored 4 in a row to make it 6-5. Had a couple chances to tie it up, but Baltimore able to prevail in the end. What does the Wave have to do to try to get up the series and force a knockout game tonight?
Well, number one, they got to stop Juan Pereira, the big star for Baltimore. He's got 27 points in his last 8 games, including 17 goals. Well, they got to, number one, think about stopping Juan Pereira.
2 goals, 2 assists for Pereira in game 1. Milwaukee in the black and yellow uniforms, going left to right as we look at the action here. That's Alex Steinwasser, the younger of the 2 Steinwasser brothers who plays on the Wave. Older brother Javi wears number 97. Into the zone. Here's Flores trying to get away from his defender. Oscar trying to get the shot. He'll lay it back. Sanchez, who led the league in scoring goals during the regular season with 32. But
Flores passed up a wide open shot there on the Wave's first possession.
Foul going to be called in Milwaukee, so the Blast will take it.
It was on his left foot, and he took his time to bring it to his right foot and still didn't take the shot.
Teams split 4 games during the regular season, with the home team prevailing each time. However, here in Milwaukee, the Wave needed overtime in both of their 2 wins to beat the Blast. And the teams are playing for the 8th, make that the 12th time in a playoff series. Blast has won 7 of the first 11, and they lead the all-time postseason series 15-8 in games with a 9-6 marks here in Milwaukee. And as we had talked about before, Art, Baltimore has really flipped the script in the playoffs, because during the regular season, Milwaukee all-time 40-14 against Baltimore here in the Brew City.
Yeah, the Wave getting it done during the regular season, but unfortunately not so good in the playoffs against this Blast side here in Milwaukee.
Baltimore the number 2 seed during the regular campaign, Milwaukee number 3. Although each team tied with 43 points in the standings, San Diego claimed the number 1 seed with 44. Baltimore got a bye in the first round. Milwaukee defeated the Empire Strikers 2-1 last week. So that's how these teams ended up meeting in this series. And the winner will move on to play the winner of the St. Louis-San Diego series, which kicks off Friday night in St. Louis for the Ron Newman Cup MSL Championship.
Well, the first game was here Friday night in Milwaukee, and Baltimore didn't travel back. They've been in town since Friday night.
Andre Hain trying to see if he could pick the far corner there, but just missing. Long rebound. The Blast will start it out. Mario Alvarez there to get it. Right now, Alvarez and Tony Walls, number 20, are your defensive pairing for Milwaukee, with Tanner Hodgson running at midfield and Ricardo Carvalho, Andre Hain, the forwards. Hain trying to track that one down, but poked away, and the goalkeeper, Julian Rodriguez, picked it up. Rodriguez, during the regular season, one of the top keepers in the league. He was 13-5-3 with a 5.47 ERA and a 70% save percentage. In the playoffs, he is off to a good start, as he posted 14 saves the other night in that 7-5 victory over the Wave.
I can tell you, as a former player and coach in this league, you know, being in a town for that long, it doesn't really bother you if you've got something to do. You know, the Blast have been sitting around since Friday night's game, 3 days in the hotel. I'm sure they probably watched the Masters or took a walk outside, but it can catch up to you.
That shot by Flores was turned away. Cesar Correa now trying to hold off Jairo Rivera, as the ball trickling toward the goalkeeper, Perez, and finally he just had to clear it out of there. Now Carvalho at midfield with Patrick Thompson broken it down. Yeah, your point is well taken, Arden. I can remember back in '99 when the Wave was in a playoff series in Philadelphia. against the old Philadelphia Kicks, and we sat around the hotel for 3 days in between games.
Well, we didn't sit around the hotel. We ate cheesesteaks. We ate cheesesteaks for 3 days. And that caught up to us in game 3.
Max Ferdinand, left foot shot is off the mark, and that one will be out of play. Max, who had a hat trick in game 2 of the series against the Empire Strikers, and then added another goal in the knockout game, which turned out to be the game winner.
And the Wave, who chose to sit back defensively in game 1, it looks like they're going to bring the press to Baltimore here, at least early on here in game 2.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Marcio Leite before the game, and he indicated that they would probably be trying to apply some early pressure here to the Blast. Again, Jerry Perez getting the start in goal. It was Willie Bonahenne for Milwaukee, their veteran goalkeeper, who started and played the first half in Friday's game. Perez came on to play the second half, and he gets a start here tonight. So this is his second playoff start. Shot by Bermuse is blocked. Andre Hain taken away. Milwaukee trying to press up for the advantage here. Hain lays it off. Great pass coming through. Shot.
Oh, what a goal.
Oh, Alex Sanchez with the conversion from Hain, and Milwaukee draws first blood tonight. They lead it 1-0.
2 things about that goal. First, the penetrating pass by Andre Hain, who found Sanchez, who had gotten behind the last Baltimore defender. Sanchez with a beautiful first touch to set himself up, and he just deftly lifted it up over the... Watch that, look at that little chip. And a great goal to start the night, as he did the other night. Sanchez started the scoring for the Wave in game 1.
Sanchez was a third of the playoffs. Again, he was the Golden Boot winner during the regular season, as he knocked in 32. 3 more than his next closest competitors, including Juan Pereira of the Baltimore Blast, who had 29, tied with Rion Marquez from Kansas City with 29 goals. Andre Hain with the assist, so Andre gets his first assist of the playoffs and his second point.
And the referee, Brian Miller, letting him play there. That looked like a foul on Hodson.
Yeah, that looks like some solid contact there. Brian Miller, along with Shane Butler, a couple of veteran referees, calling tonight's contest. Here's Flores getting some pressure from the defender Omar Sila. He eventually came out of the zone, and the Blast
Sila's down.
And Omar Sila down on the turf. The outstanding defender for the Baltimore Blast. And they will check him out. Looks like he may have to come out of the game. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Omar from Philadelphia, 27 years old. And in his 3rd season with the Blast, he has indeed been a good one for the Baltimore Blast. Well, he stays out there, shaking up a little bit, but again, hopefully okay. That pass blocked and deflected, but the Blast still retain possession. Baltimore in the white uniform kits as they go right to left. Rivera, a little touch. Chad Porch trying to get down the middle. Perez came out from the goal line, and
cheeky little touch by Guevara that time to send Chad Porch in.
Javier Steinwasser going to get called for the foul there, as he thought Pereira might have gone down a little too easily there. I would expect it to be a fairly physical game. We're knocking each other around a bit the other night. Oh, walking in, and Pereira with a chip that's wide. Again, Perez came out to force the angle. Only 2 penalties called in the first game, but the officials there, Rich Gady, Josh Wilkins, let the fellas play, and we'll see if that's going to be the same theme for tonight. Sean Escueta trying to dispossess Kevon Frater, but Frater gets it back. And now Javier Steinwasser steps up to knock it away. So Milwaukee getting the first goal at 4:33 from Alex Sanchez. The assist going to Andre Hain. And that one is nudged back. Perez will get it. As Art Kramer said, Sanchez scoring first for the second straight game. Takeaway now as Flores and Carvalho coming in. Ricardo with a follow-up there that is knocked away. Back they come the other way as Alejandro Chavez gets tracked down by Milwaukee.
Every possession is important here in this game, as we saw in game one. And the time Carvalho elected to take a difficult left-footed shot instead of backing it out and keeping possession for the Wave.
That's Jake Schindler right there, the 38-year-old defender. Laying it off for his partner, Patrick Thompson. Sean Escueta marking him there, but Sean with a little bit too much physical contact, and the foul was called.
The Wave making a line change. And
Baltimore quickly into the zone. Perez will kick out that ball off the inboard from Schindler.
you know, you want to change when you have the ball, not put your teammate on for a defensive shift, but also to make sure you have numbers that time. In the Wave almost gave away numbers to Baltimore on the quick restart.
Tony Wall's able to head it out of there. And the other thing, of course, we've seen with the Blast is they like to put the ball in play quickly if they can to try to catch the defense. Max Ferdinand. Max, nice little move there, slots it down the middle, and the shot is blocked from behind. Sanchez follow, just wide.
Sanchez had two bites of the cherry there. The second one with the left foot just missed wide.
So Milwaukee getting a couple of good early chances here. They've already scored once. Again, the Wave must win this game to force a knockout game to determine who wins the series that'll follow immediately after this one. Alvarez with a shot that's turned away. Boy, Mario got all of that one. And on the rebound, Sanchez is down. You can see Alex down there in the corner. Sanchez, the Chicago native who has really become a star here in Milwaukee the last couple of seasons. He's in his fourth indoor season. All right, we will have our media timeout, so we'll take a break. 6:16 left to go, first period. It's the Wave 1, Blast nothing on CBS Sports Golazo.
Wave fans, get ready to show off those chicken wings. Sponsored by Chick-fil-A, it's the Chicken Dance Cam.
Back to it here live.
So the Blast will play it in from their defensive end, trailing 1-0 with 6:16 left to go in the first period as you look at Wave goalkeeper Jerry Perez on the other end. Once again, the Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at Miter.com. And Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. Milwaukee in the black and yellow uniforms going left to right as we look at the action here in the first period. Only goal of the contest thus far came at 4:33 of this first period. Alex Sanchez, his third of the playoffs and his eighth in 15 MASL postseason appearances. Andre Hain had the assist. Ferdinand trying to cross it to the far post where Carvalho was, but it was broken up. Now bouncing into the stands as Kevon Frater was trying to track it down.
Good idea by Max Ferdinand, spinning to the boards and centering it right across.
Long pass, Javi Steinwasser plays off the board in front. Ferdinand.
Oh, the Wave looking for a handball there.
A shot that was knocked down in the middle, and Wave very adamant.
Wave's going to challenge this now.
And so we are going to see our first challenge of the night. Well, Max and the rest of the Wave were very adamant that that was a handball, I believe, on Omar Sila, who was in the middle, defending for Baltimore.
Milwaukee is challenging for a two-minute penalty for a handball.
That's Shane Butler. Shane Butler working the game with Brian Miller.
And remember, there was no call on the field, so potentially they could award the Wave a free kick at the top of the arc without giving a 2-minute penalty. That's the old bailout call when you challenge something and you don't get the 2 minutes, but you get the foul call. Watch it right here. It looked like Silla, when it was on his back, looked like the ball got under him and hit his hand. I don't think it was intentional. We should get a good look from right behind this goal here.
Again, that's Max Ferdinand that he was defending on the play. All this happening with 4:59 left to go in the first period. The Wave leading it 1-0.
You know, unfortunate for Baltimore because that ball was going to go right into Rodriguez's hands. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the Wave awarded a free kick at the top of the arc. I can't see him giving a penalty though, Tom.
They are still taking a look at it there as we get ready for the call.
After review, we do have a handling, but it is a support arm and is in a justifiable position, so there's no handling on the play. Milwaukee loses their challenge.
Wow. So not even the bailout call, as you said, AK. It's a lost challenge, and that's it for the Wave. And their challenge already by the board. There you see first-year coach Marcio Leite incredulously trying to protest there. Well, from Milwaukee's standpoint, very disappointing. And for Baltimore, you couldn't have asked for a better result. Not a large crowd here tonight, but they're making their voices heard on that one. So the Blast working it out of their defensive zone. There's the goalkeeper Rodriguez, knocked away. Max Ferdinand. Max turns and lost the ball. He was going to try to see if he could play it square to Carvalho. But good defensive play by the Blast to break it up, as they still scrap it along the near boards.
Wow, Brian Miller and Shane Butler letting the players play here.
And I believe the foul is going to go against the Blast as Carvalho.
Max Ferdinand got taken down hard in front of the Wave bench, and he limps off.
And that is a man that the Wave could ill afford to lose, the way Max has been playing here in the postseason. Tony Walls now for the goalkeeper, Jerry Perez. Perez, by the way, was the league's leading goalkeeper goal scorer. He had 7 during the regular season. I don't think anybody else had more than 2. Wellington Bermuse, second-year Brazilian forward. Both teams are blessed to have a lot of Brazilian talent on them. Guevara in the near corner. He'll play it back out. Jonatas Melo Now Bermuse, a pronounced left footer. He got it on the left foot, now crosses over on Hudson. And kick saved by Perez and a beauty. Here comes Mario Alvarez. Alvarez, the Aurora, Illinois native who played his college ball at Western Illinois. Tanner Hodgson near side. He is checked from behind. Foul called against the Blast. Remember, in the MASL, you get 3 personal fouls in each half. On your 4th of the half, that equals a blue card. 2-minute power play for the opposition. And you were only allowed 5 fouls for the game. On your 6th, you are excused from the rest of the contest.
Took a look at Perez's last save on Bermuse, and he did well because that shot got under Andre Hayne. Could have been a screen.
Shot by Alvarez, blocked by Mello from Baltimore. And it'll be a free kick for the Wave. Kicking coming from the far board.
Wave likes to isolate Sanchez on these balls that are free kick near the wall. A little touch, and then he goes at the defender 1v1, if possible.
And there it is, back heel touch. Sanchez wearing the blue shoes tonight. Near side, Alvarez drives it across. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot or a pass.
That was a shot, but
obviously didn't go the way Mario was hoping there. And the Blast will control. Long-time rivals, the Milwaukee Wave and the Baltimore Blast, dating back to the 92-93 season when the Blast was then known as the Baltimore Spirit. They would become the Blast, a reincarnation of the original Baltimore Blast from the MASL in 98-99.
Good battle along the boards between Alvarez and Frater. Alvarez winning that duel and getting the foul called.
Wow. Pereira knocked down his man as he was trying to pressure the ball at midfield. Alvarez got a touch on it, but goes back the other way. Now Sanchez trying to get it to Correa. Kevon Frater with it. Frater, the Jamaican native out of Spanish Fork, Jamaica. And right in front, shot in the goal. Boy, just standing there, Pereira, as the ball popped over to him and they scored to tie it up at 1-1.
Correa needs to just keep his cool down there on the ball. He had possession. Instead of using his body to hold the defender off, he just got caught scrambling around. Let's watch it again. Along the boards, there's Correa, number 15. He's got possession of the ball. It just falls down.
So Juwan Pereira continues to have the hot foot here in the playoffs. His 3rd goal in the 2 games of this series thus far. Also has a couple assists for 5 points. And Frater will get the assists. So Kevon Frater with his 2nd assist and point of the series. And yeah, if you're the Wave, you just really got to be disappointed. Virtually just giving the Blast a goal in front after Milwaukee had pretty much controlled this match prior to that.
Correa had possession, and he had position on the guy. I don't know if he got knocked down. He got shoved and knocked down, but he just fell down. And the ball popped right to Pereira. The one guy you don't want to have it pop to right now.
No, that's for sure. Minute 45 left to go, first period. Played in for Hayne. Working to the near side against Patrick Thompson. Now Javi Steinwasser will chase this one back over for Jerry Perez. Perez, the 21-year-old native of Round Lake, Illinois. First year with the Wave, and he has been a significant contributor all season long for Milwaukee. Both he and Willie Benahene forming one of the better goalkeeping tandems in the league. Willie got most of the playing time during the regular season. Perez logging more minutes toward the end. And here in the playoffs, they've basically split time. Ian Bennett called for the foul. Bennett, the 2nd all-time leading scorer in MASL history during the regular season. 2nd in goals, 2nd all-time in points. And now 48 goals in 39 MASL playoff games, including 2 so far this season. 42 years young from Hamilton, Ontario. Tony Walls able to poke that one away as Nico Williams was getting ready to turn and shoot. Williams, a Chicago native, scored a big goal the other night for the Blast. Coming down to the final 20 seconds of the period. Alvarez's pass is broken up, but Mario hustles back to get it. Now the Wave with some numbers as Flores tries to pass one in. Alex Steinweischer across near side. Alvarez shot, save,
what a
Rodriguez.
save. What a save by Rodriguez at the near post.
Might have been partially screened, but he was still able to get the arm up and knock it away, and that'll do it for the first period. The end of our first 15 tonight here in Milwaukee. It's the Wave 1, the Blast 1, as you take a look at that save by Julian Rodriguez from the Baltimore Blast. The MASL on the CBS Sports Colazo Network.
Over to Mr. Wade here. I love that. I'll take that one. Okay, the new soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. Take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of these bags, too. How much, my friend? Ooh, okay, I got that. Right here. Cold hard cash. What, is my money no good here? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot Panther Arena is cashless. Ooh. What about my Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card? Will that work here? Awesome. You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card. Go to any of the 23 locations across southeastern Wisconsin or visit ecu.com online. And you too can become a member. What's the problem here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Let's go Wave.
Wave fans, what was the most repetitive score in the MASL this season? 6-7.
Oh
It's
boy.
the 6-7 Cam.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What are you doing, Henry?
Panther Arena in Milwaukee, the Wave and the Baltimore Blast. Game 2 of this Ron Newman Cup MASL semifinal series. Well, think you can predict the MASL? Head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this season. Also, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And the lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's the Baltimore Blast taking on the Milwaukee Wave. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game. Tom went along with Art Kramer. Art, a quick summation of the first period from your perspective.
Yeah, I thought the Wave had better of the play. They got the early goal from Sanchez and then just gifted Baltimore one. They really did.
I think the Wave coaching staff would concur with that. Milwaukee in the black uniforms going right to left here in the second quarter, and I believe Cesar Correa is going to call for the foul there. That's his second of the half. Shots on goal in the first quarter, Milwaukee 9 and Baltimore 5. Again, Milwaukee seemed to control most of the play throughout the first period, but the Blast opportunistically getting their goal. And that's their opportunistic play has certainly elevated them in this series. There's no question about it. But we knew it was going to be a close match. Two teams tied for points in the standings during the regular season. Baltimore got the number 2 seed because they won the tiebreaker in the season series. However, they were unable to secure home dates at their home venue, the Towson University Arena. So that's why both games of the series end up being played in Milwaukee. Javi Steinwasser to Max Ferdinand. Thought Max might have committed a handball there. Pops free. He gets it back from Grable. But well defended by the Blast. Now Sanchez. Working out high against Chad Porch. Porch in his second season, the Delaware native. And Mario Alvarez put down. The foul was called. Devon Frater, that's his third. So Frater coming out. They do not want him to pick up a fourth foul, which was resulted in a power play for the Wave. That would be a key loss for Baltimore if he sits out the rest of this half. Sanchez cuts back on the ball, trying to get around Pereira. They both go down, and the foul going to be called on Pereira. Pereira, aside from the fact that he is one of the league's top scorers, 47 points during the regular season, which was third best in the league, topping the Blast. He is also an excellent defender and shot blocker.
He's like 5th in the league in blocked shots.
Yeah,
he had 33, I believe.
He is an outstanding all-around player. Pereira, the Brazilian native, now in his 11th season, all with the Blast in the MASL. Him and his counterparts, Jonatas Melo, another Brazilian native, in his 10th season with the Blast. They have been synonymous with the Blast since the Blast entered the MASL in the 2014-15 season.
Well, they've both been real leaders for this team. It was Tony Donatelli. Tony, the big forward for Baltimore, has since retired, and he kind of passed the torch on to Pereira and Melo.
Yeah, they've done a nice job to keep it going. Here's a long pass over the top. Escueta trying to track it down, but it's going to go out of play. So the Blast will take it back.
Need to put the glass up down there, Tom.
Yeah, that came off a long time ago. I don't think it's coming back up. Steinwasser, Alex with a little touch there. Escueta up to Hain. Now counterattack coming. Andre turns. Out for Alex Steinwasser. He'll fire one in off the end board. And a collision with Ian Bennett and a defender for Baltimore. Andre Hain was also running through. I thought we might have 3 or 4 guys.
They're going to call a foul on Hain there. I'm not sure he got anybody, but
it's Emmanuel Belliard, I believe, who got shaken up there. Looks like he's going to be okay. I'm sure he's not feeling great right now. So they call the foul on Ian Bennett. Interference, obstruction off the ball. Chavez, first year with the Blast after a couple in Harrisburg, coming to the corner and cut off by Javi Steinwasser. But the Blast keeps alive. Now Alex Steinwasser takes away. Alex 1-on-3. We'll wait for some support and back it up. Alex and his older brother Javi Steinwasser from Henry Ford II High School in Sterling Heights, Michigan, and they both played their college ball at University of Indianapolis. So teammates for 2 years in high school, 2 years in college. And now in their third years, teammates with the Milwaukee Wave. Oscar Flores spinning, got away from Schindler, comes in, shot. Save made by Rodriguez, good position to the near post, and we're gonna get Flores, I believe, for a foul, trying to get it back.
It was a good spin along the boards that time by Oscar Flores, but Julian Rodriguez stood tall, covered the near post, made an arm save.
Takeaway there, Escueta, Flores, and now he'll back it up. And the Wave will swing it near side for Stuart Grable. Grable with Tony Walls, a couple of Wisconsin natives. Tony out of Wauwatosa here in the Milwaukee area. Stuart is originally from Neenah, Wisconsin. That's near Appleton on the way to Green Bay. Stuart and Tony Walls were both college teammates at UWGB for a few seasons.
Wave doing a nice job of playing through their goalkeeper, Perez. He's been a nice outlet more than a few times here in this first quarter and few minutes.
Perez that time up for Tanner Hodgson off the side wall, but Porch was there for the blast. Tony Walls able to jump up and get it for Max Ferdinand. Max now in his 16th season, his 8th with the Wave. He's in his second stint with Milwaukee. Sanchez, who scored the first goal of the game for Milwaukee, drops it off for Correa. Cesar for Perez as Rivera chases, and Perez losing the touch there, and
Perez lucky he got away with a foul there.
boy, he sure did. Up ahead for Alvarez, and Mario tripped down. Foul is called as Omar Sila takes him down. Sila with his second foul of the half. Correa trying to get to the box. Correa with a shot, save. Good save there by Rodriguez. Alvarez turned away from Rodriguez. Mario trying to use the defender as a screen. But again, Rodriguez there to make the save. Take away Alex Steinwasser. Coming to the line now, and he will have it played back by Max Ferdinand Alvarez. Now they isolate Alex Steinwasser on the far side. He'll go to the corner for Max, being marked there by Nascimento. Nascimento, good size for the defender in his 4th MASL season, but playing for the first time this season since the 1920 campaign.
Not only does he have good size, but Nascimento's positional play is outstanding.
Reads the game extremely well from the back line. Wave very patient with this possession. Now the pass from Escueta intercepted. Pereira looking around. He'll play it to Bermuse on the near side. And trying to get past Steinwasser, fell down. No foul called.
Referees letting him play. Looked like Steinwasser took Bermuse down that time. No call.
Wave for a moment was playing a man short. I think there was a little confusion on the change, but finally Ian Bennett jumped on the field. Chavez will work it around on near side Porch. Chad, another fine season in his second campaign. Delaware native posting 28 points this past regular season. And he also had a goal and an assist in the opening game of this series. Again, this is only Baltimore's second playoff game, and it's number 5 for Milwaukee, including the knockout game they needed to defeat the Empire Strikers in the first series.
This is Baltimore's longest stretch of possession here in the game.
Belliard, formerly with Utica FC, coming in, plays it off the end board. Swept away by Andre Hain. Out to Porch, fires one in, and it's blocked by Hain on the way through. Bennett and Schindler with a collision there. And eventually the Blast able to get it. They're going to have a foul off the ball. I believe it's going to be Andre Hain. Got the elbow up a little bit that time. As he put down Nico Williams. Nico taking one up in the facial area. Hopefully going to be okay.
Wave's got to be organized on these defensive restarts. Especially taking note of Pereira.
He'll, drop it into Thompson. He had a great chance, but couldn't finish it.
Boy, he set up Thompson on the doorstep there. Thompson missed a tap in with the left foot.
That was at least a 90%er there, but Patrick Thompson just could not direct it in. Now Perez, the goalkeeper, pressing up into the attacking zone as they move it to Flores in the corner. Oscar, originally from Venezuela, but was living in the Chicago area when he was discovered by the Wave, and what a discovery he's been. Probably the overwhelming favorite to be the MASL Newcomer of the Year this year. 26 goals, 10 assists for the 22-year-old rookie. That one hops over his head, cleared out by the Blast of midfield where Mario Alvarez gets it back. Now Tanner Hodgson. Hodgson, another one like the Steinwaschers from the Detroit area. Comes from Macomb, Michigan. Played his college ball at Western Michigan. Hodgson rolls it in! Oh, Oh, what a shot by Hodson to turn that end board pass into a goal, and Milwaukee regains the lead at 2-1.
Well, the wallow score that time by Tanner Hodson, as he hit a nice first-time shot that just crawled by Julian Rodriguez after the ball off the end board by Oscar Flores. And watch once it gets here on the replay. Flores spinning to the boards. And then Tanner Hodson, 2 touches, one to receive it.
So that'll bring us to our immediate timeout. It's Milwaukee 2, Baltimore 1. You're watching the MASL on the CBS Golazo Network.
League. Oh, Henry.
Hey there, Van. There is no better place in the world to celebrate your birthday than right here at a Milwaukee Wave home game. And so, Wave fans, if we take a look up at the Jumbotron, let's say happy birthday to some friends. Happy birthday to Lila Baby Duck Dusha. Happy birthday, Joe. And happy birthday, Grant Drolet. Happy birthday, Micah Serrano. We got some more birthdays to celebrate on the next page.
Henry, we've got a very special birthday in the house here today. Our scoreboard operator, Mr. Scotty Fellows.
Oh, happy birthday, Scotty.
Happy birthday, Scotty. What?
And Gavin.
Oh, and it's Gavin's birthday too. It's Gavin, it's your son's birthday. Give it up for Scotty. Give it up for Gavin. It's the Fellows family birthday celebration. Let's go Wave. Happy birthday, brother.
Wave fans, show off those muscles.
Ooh, yes.
Sponsored by Wisconsin Athletic Club. It's the Flex Cam.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
Oh, man.
So the Wave has regained the lead once again at 2-1 on the goal by Tanner Hodson, his first of the playoffs from Oscar Flores, who got his first assist of the playoffs. You can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Basinowski and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. And also get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Baltimore with it, with the white uniforms as they go left to right here in the second period. Shot block there. Now Steinwasser, Alex Steinwasser coming out of there.
Wow.
Goes past the defender. Here he comes. He's 2-1 with Max. Leaves off on the far side. Ferdinand still trying to get there, but cut off on some good defense there by Chavez.
Thought Alex was going to shoot that. He was unselfishly laid it over to Max Ferdinand. Unfortunately, Max couldn't keep his balance after he cut.
Well, we've seen Alex Steinwasser make a couple of those end-to-end runs so far this year, and that was one of the better ones he had going for sure. Nascimento will lay it off for Thompson on the overlap. That one deflected out of play.
They're going to call top of the arc. That's a corner kick. That ball went
Thought it was
in between
the flags.
flags.
Yeah, but Brian Martin says no. And look out here.
That's Brian Miller, isn't it?
Brian Miller, excuse me. Yes, I don't mean to indict Brian Martin with that shot by Pereira, blocked by the defensive wall. Wow, Correa stood strong on that one. He really felt that one. Great job there by Cesar in the defensive wall. That ball coming at him at 80 miles plus per hour. Rivera to the near side. Rivera, Arlington, Virginia resident. Top of the air, they tried to work the 1-2, and Correa took it away. Cesar pushing up field as he got tangled up, but Grable able to win the ball. Now knocks it into space. Mello will get there before Javi Steinwasser does. Andre Hain at midfield, trying to get it back. And the Wave will clear it back into their defensive end to try to control. Schindler there to head it away. Now Chad Porch, 3-2 for the Blast. Centered, Schindler's initial save, but the ball goes through, and Baltimore has tied it up at 2 apiece.
Well, Baltimore capitalized on a giveaway by the Wave around midfield, as Andre Hayne wasn't able to hold up that forward ball from Jerry Perez, and Baltimore came down 3v2.
Take a look one more time. So that should be Schindler who gets credit for the goal. The 38-year-old defender out of the Rochester area. Had 3 goals, 2 assists in 6 games during the regular season. And he gets his first point of this postseason.
The Waves have been doing a good job getting Perez out along the right boards, and that time they tried to force a ball to him along the left side of the field, and it was a difficult forward pass for him that got cut off.
Nascimento loses it to Carvalho. No, Nascimento gets called for a foul. So Schindler on the season, regular season and playoffs combined, he's got 4 goals, 3 of those against the Milwaukee Wave. Sanchez trying to race by Schindler. Bouncing shot as Max Ferdinand was trying to redirect.
They actually credited Juan Pereira with that goal. They didn't say Schindler didn't touch it in the middle.
All right, so give it to Pereira. And he's got both goals now for the Blast. Steinwasser got through those 2 defenders. Alex still coming in, poked away momentarily, and again, the Wave digging it out with 3 players here in the near corner. Sanchez fires that one out of play as it bounced up on him.
Sanchez a little ambitious with that strike right there.
There's Julian Rodriguez for the Blast. He has been superb thus far for Baltimore in this series.
But yeah, if they're going to credit Juan Pereira with that goal, I'm not sure how Porch doesn't get the assist on it. He was the one that laid the ball off to his right to find Pereira.
Yeah, that's some mystery scoring there, Art, for sure. But I don't think Blast fans really care. or the Blast probably in general, as they tied it up at 2 apiece. Out of the back. Pass at midfield. That's out of bounds. That should be
top of the arc. Oh, Shane Butler saying the ball hit the side extension.
I'll tell you, I'd like to see a replay on that, because, and I don't know if we're going to have an official review.
And now it's going to go top of the arc.
Yeah. No, I think that was a good call after further review by the officials. All right, chance for Milwaukee now. Wave has not had a lot of attacking zone restarts so far here tonight. I'm trying to think if they had one previous.
They had one along the sidewall where they isolated Sanchez.
Yeah.
The main thing is they got to shoot first time. After they make the pass, hit it first time. You don't have time to take a second touch.
Alvarez, Sanchez drove it in. Well,
good try.
Did exactly what you said, Art, but unfortunately it was off target. Perez up for Carvalho. Ricardo in his 10th season, 3rd with the Wave. Had the pass deflected. He'll get it back. Carvalho was hampered by a broken toe earlier this year, but he still had a fine season for Milwaukee. Alvarez with a shot that was blocked in front of the goalkeeper.
Nascimento got in front of that shot for Baltimore.
That was well struck by Mario Alvarez. Yeah, Carvalho during the regular season, 12 goals, 8 assists in just 12 games for the Wave. Another try by Alvarez.
That was Nascimento again, got his head on that one. And that was a great block by Marco.
Yeah, that might have saved the goal there. Well, Alvarez definitely striking the ball well here in the second period. Flores looks for some cutters. Back heel for Correa, but a little miscommunication there. And Rodriguez picks it up. the left-hander out of St. Joseph's University in Brooklyn. There's 2 St. Joseph's down there. I believe there's one on Long Island, one in Brooklyn. Rodriguez went to the Brooklyn institution as we have 90 seconds left to go here in the period. Rodriguez in his 3rd MASL season, 2nd with Baltimore. He actually started with Utica, where he played a few games during his rookie campaign. Max Ferdinand holding against the board as he's getting held by Chad Porch. Now Sanchez on the left foot, blocked as it was making its way through. Vermoose tries to play it up. Javi Steinwasser with it. Back for Perez as we've got less than a minute to play here in the first period. Each team with a goal in the first, each team with a goal in the second here so far, as that wall is eventually covered up by Rodriguez. But Porch ended up getting tied up with somebody, and for a moment there, Rodriguez was out of the net. Now Williams coming in. Thought he was held up by Javi Steinwasser. He might have a pretty good claim there. Alvarez pass for Hain is knocked away. Williams, shot blocked, rebound, follow just wide. Oh, Jonatas Mello almost put Baltimore in the lead. Hain coming all the way. Hain drives one across, and that's going to do it for the first half. Well, an entertaining first half here. Each team getting a goal in the first and second periods, and as they head out for the locker room, it is a 2-2 game. We're going to keep it right here and get ready for our halftime interview. Our first halftime interview, Van McNeil is going to be talking with Wave coach Marcio Leite. We'll have another interview coming up with yours truly, talking with the MASL Commissioner, Keith Tozer. So stick around for that one as well.
Wave having the better of the play, out shooting the Blast 19-12 here in the first half.
All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil.
All right, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Art. Down here on the field, Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, Coach's Corner. Boy, I'm tired over there. How are you feeling here, knotted up at 2-2? We'd expect this, right?
No, it's going to be a battle. I believe we're the better team right now. We're creating a lot. We're doing a lot of things. And before the game, we talked about not giving up these kind of goals. We talked about not losing the ball in dangerous areas, and we lost 2 in dangerous areas, which led to counterattacks, and the rookie scored. So we need to clean that up defensively, because offensively, we're creating a ton. I think we can be a little more clinical. They had some great blocks off the line, great saves, but we have to be better to not give a team like Baltimore those kind of chances.
Right, we know they will take advantage of those small mistakes immediately. So coming into the second half here, keep the energy up, keep the smart play up. What's your message?
No, I think we're playing really well. We're breaking their pressure. We're giving them a lot of different problems and creating opportunities. I think we need to be more clinical. We need to stop giving up those silly goals, because first game and this game, I can count on top of my head 7 goals that we gave up like that, and that cannot happen anymore.
Right, it's a night and day difference between game 1 and game 2. Let's keep that energy up. Thank you, Mars.
Absolutely, thank you.
Absolutely. Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Marcio Leite, the Major Arena Soccer League. It is bonkers. We're about to talk with Commissioner Keith Tozer. We've got some exciting news coming up live on Paramount Plus and CBS Sports Golazo Network. This is the Major Arena Soccer League.
Sports in Milwaukee don't just fill us with pride. They move Milwaukee forward. Whether it's youth, amateur, or the pros, sports events generate millions of dollars in economic benefit every year, offsetting taxes for all of us. And Sports Milwaukee, championed by Visit Milwaukee, works with teams, venues, and partners throughout the metro area to bring more of these events to fruition. We compete against the big dogs every day. So let's work as a team to score the best events and realize even more W's for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Wave fans, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, it's time for the infamous midfield kick. You guys all know the drill, and you know the drill. You just got to hit the ball down in the center hole. Do you think you can do it?
Yeah.
Tell the Wave fans your name.
Mateo.
Mateo, I see you got an SC Wave jersey on. Do you know who your coach is?
Coach Ty.
Ooh, okay. Make him proud. You ready?
You call me? All right.
On your call.
Where do you want me to go? Stay right here.
Oh, man.
Give me a microphone.
You're hitting it with some heat, Mateo. Wait, fans, get out, get his back. Make some noise. Oh, boy. One last try, Mateo. Oh! Wait, fans, one last round of applause for Mateo.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Waves and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole fam's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Waves.
I hope you were able to visit our friends at Stepping Stone Farms outside of Section 208. Nonprofit ball toss about to happen here, but there's still time. The 50-50 raffle with proceeds to help out Stepping Stone Farms. Henry, you ready here?
That's right. Wait, fans. On the count of 3, get the balls ready to toss. In 3, 2, 1, toss.
Nonprofit ball toss for Stepping Stone Farms is on. Of all the balls that land in the pool, we'll draw one winner. Also, don't forget your 50-50 raffle winner tonight not just wins the money, an autographed Team Milwaukee Waves soccer ball as well. You'll have the rest of halftime and the third quarter to purchase 50-50 raffle tickets. Win the cash. Win an autographed Milwaukee Wave team ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Brad Beach. Let's pick a ball here. Any ball. Yep, don't look. All right. Brad Beach over to Henry.
The winning ball is number 759. 759.
You are today's nonprofit ball toss winner. Thank you for helping out Stepping Stone Farms in Franksville. Visit them outside of Section 208 and learn more about their Kentucky Derby party on Saturday, May 2nd. Stepping Stone Farms are nonprofit of the game. Let's go Wave.
Good, man. I borrowed this from Van.
On your live, Tommy, don't forget. You're live, okay. 3, 4. Copy that, thank you. Ian, how we doing at 90 seconds. All right, a live interview with Commissioner of the Major Arena Soccer League, former Milwaukee Wave head coach, Keith Tozer, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. This interview will be live on Paramount Plus. We've got some exciting league news. I'm excited to hear Commissioner's take on the 25-26 regular season, which if you've been following along this season, Wave fans, holy Christmas. 1 win, 1 loss, the whole table shifts. It's been a very competitive regular season here. We'll talk about that. The expansion of the Major Arena Soccer League in MASL 1, MASL 2, and 3, our developmental league. And look out for the ladies, MASLW, coming in with some force. We're gonna learn about it coming up here in about 60 seconds. Thirty seconds. Okay. 20 seconds back. Here we go, 10, 9, noise, Wave fans.
And we're back here on the field. Halftime of tonight's game between the Milwaukee Wave and the Baltimore Blast, currently tied up at 2 apiece. We're joined by the commissioner of the Major Arena Soccer League, of course, longtime coach of the Milwaukee Wave, Keith Tozer. Commissioner, great to see you. And of course, it's been a great season in the Major Arena Soccer League. Some big news earlier this week with a new team coming to Allentown, Pennsylvania. Lehigh Valley coming into the Major Arena Soccer League. A lot of excitement. What can you tell us about this new team coming to the MASL?
Well, it's been a really a big effort from everybody that's involved. That's the league office, all the owners, the front offices of every team, coaching staff, players, and referees, who really kind of changed the culture the last 5 years. And I think that's one big reason why Lehigh came in. Jim and Rob Brooks, who owns the team, own their own arena in Allentown. They're going to be a great new addition to the league, and we're very excited. And I think it's really going to open the door for more teams, hopefully in the AHL, to come in.
Well, we're coming off a tremendous regular season and certainly so far a great postseason. What do you think have been some of the highlights so far of the competition on the field this year?
Well, I think it's been fantastic. You know, we kind of carved back to 8 teams. The competition from day one has been fantastic. You saw first place flip and flop all the way up to the last game. You have the St. Louis, who's been knocking on the door, now into the playoffs. It's really been one of our best years in indoor soccer in a long time. And look at the playoffs. The quarterfinals have been great. And look at tonight's game. Fantastic game so far.
Of course, our focus is on the Division I Major Arena Soccer League, but that's just part of the pyramid, if you will, of MASL. You've got M2, MASL 3, and MASLW. Can you talk a little bit about how those leagues, what kind of seasons they had and how they've evolved over the years?
Yeah, you know, Chris Economini's done a great job with them, too. You got Josh Auden and Brian Cushing, who run M3 and MW. And they've done a fantastic job. And when a new team comes in, not only do they get an M1 team, they also have M2, M3, and the Women's League. And let's talk about the Women's League. We really are excited about professional indoor soccer with the women. The Women Amateur League has done great. And there's really, on the whiteboard, our Premier League coming, and we're very excited about it.
As we look ahead to the future, is there anything in particular that you and your fellow administrators in the league office are some initiative perhaps? Otherwise, I know we have the MASL Play with Heart initiative this year, which was just tremendous. Obviously, it touches your heart, Keith, very closely, but looks like you've recovered and you're doing great. Anything else going forward that you'd like to perhaps try to bring up with the MASL?
Well, there'll be another player combine in September. That news will come out soon. And you look at O'Keefe and Riley in St. Louis, they're players that came from the combine. And Belliard, I mean, that's really been a big thing. So we'll have another one in September. We didn't really have to touch on rule changes, so that's been good. So with the addition of Lehigh and Sacramento the following year, and there's other expansion soon to be around the corner, we think we're in a great spot right now. Culture change, system change, it's been great. So, but also the great fans of Milwaukee and the great fans all around the MASL have really helped the sport.
Well, Commissioner, it's been great to have you with us. Always great to see you down here at the arena. Continued success and best of luck. And Let's go MASL.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big shout out to Sean Amini and his entire crew doing a great job at the Wave. So thanks, Sean. Happy birthday.
2 minutes.
All right, we'll be coming back with more. This is the MASL on the CBS Sports Colosso Network.
in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody
We are ready, just about ready to start the third quarter here in this semifinal game 2 between the Milwaukee Wave and the Baltimore Blast. If the Blast win, they will move on to the Ron Newman Cup Championship against the winner of St. Louis and San Diego. That series kicking off on Friday night in St. Louis, with game 2 and a potential knockout game on Sunday in San Diego, actually the Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. And meanwhile, the Wave, if they can come back to win this thing, currently tied at 2, they would force a knockout game, which would be a 15-minute game in which, if it's tied after the 15 minutes, then we will play golden goal overtime. Tom went along with Art Kramer. Well, Art, a pretty intense first half. I don't think the score belies the opportunities that were created by both teams, especially from Milwaukee's side. What were some of your thoughts? What do you think what we might see here in the second half?
Yeah, I like exactly what Marcio said at halftime. Felt like the Wave was, for the most part, controlling the game. Had the better of the chances, but gave away a couple silly goals. But you know, with these two teams, it's always going to come down to the wire, man.
Almost always. We have seen so many of these games over the years. This is the 131st time regular season and playoffs that Milwaukee and Baltimore have matched up against each other. Sanchez with a drive that just missed. Flores going for the rebound.
Man, Rodriguez in the Baltimore goal didn't even move on that shot by Sanchez.
So Saucy Sanchez really putting the foot to the leather on that one. But off the mark. Alvarez will play it back for Jerry Perez. Milwaukee out shooting the Blasts 19-12 in the first half. There's Julian Rodriguez knocking it downfield to his counterpart, Jerry Perez. Again, Perez getting the start tonight after Willie Bonahenne played most of game 1. Here comes Cesar Correa, trying to drive one through the box, but it was knocked out. He'll reload and go off for a change. Now Max Ferdinand. Hand fighting down there with Kevon Frater. Max originally from Hayter. Frater from Jamaica. There's Javi Steinwasser now back for Alvarez. Through the legs of Ferdinand. Rodriguez had to scramble out to poke it away.
Max thought he got held that time by Frater.
Those guys have had a pretty good battle going on down there. Now Javi Steinwasser against Jonatas Mello. Javi trying to get top of the area. Double teamed on the play, knocked away.
I think that's Bermoose.
And the
referee stop and play.
Now Bermoose is going to have to come off now because they blew the whistle to stop play, but unlucky for the way. Oh, they call the foul on Javi Steinwasser. Shane Butler, Brian Miller, our officials here tonight. Blast with it as they go right to left. Schindler knocks it forward. Now Nico Williams. Williams scoring an impressive goal in game 1 of this series, a turning left foot shot from the top of the area that put the Blast up 5-1 at the time. Eventually they went up 6-1 before Milwaukee scored 4 straight goals to make it a 6-5 game midway through the 4th period, but then the Blast able to hang on from there. Chad Porch, a man of many moves, over to Sela.
Yeah, Porch is very shifty when he runs at you. He's like a baby deer, Tom.
We've seen those in our time in Wisconsin here, that's for sure. Seen a few of them run into my car.
Yeah.
And Pereira with a shot that's way out of here. So goalkeeper distribution coming for the Wave.
It was atypical by Juan Pereira to miss by that much.
Jerry Perez with 3 saves on 5 shots against in the first half. Julian Rodriguez with 8 saves on 10 shots against in the first 30 minutes. They're both goalkeepers playing pretty well, especially Rodriguez. Milwaukee definitely creating the majority of the opportunities, at least the good scoring opportunities. Perez will go back to Flores as he and Nascimento continue to battle down there. Good matchup physically with those two guys, each about 6'3". Now they try Flores on the other side. Oscar back out, shot through by Alvarez, was blocked out. Sanchez will get it back. Again, not a huge crowd tonight. Monday nights. And, but it is a very spirited crowd, as usually find in playoffs. Now Welly Bermuse, he's got it on that favored left foot, trying to get around Tony Walls, but lost the touch, picked up by Perez. So anyway, pretty good atmosphere here for the game, as we saw on Friday night as well, when these two teams were out here battling. Hodgson, he had one of the 2 wave goals for Milwaukee in the first half. He gets stumped on the play, but they continue to play on. Correa isolated against Pereira. Crossed over the left foot, Pereira with the block. And so Wave will have a kick in on the far side. Nearly 5 minutes gone by here in the third period. Looking for our first goal of the second half. In it comes, and the shot is taken by Sanchez, blocked by Williams. Porch coming forward, he's dumped on the play, foul was called. That's the first on Alex Sanchez, his nickname Saucy. Now Alvarez steps up to play that one. Ian Bennett along the boards, but Sela for Baltimore will track it down. Rivera waits for some support. Shot is blocked, but the Blast will regain the possession. Escueta able to get a foot around Rivera there to poke it out. Pace of the game here in the third period, not quite as up and down as we saw in the second.
Both teams very hesitant about making a key defensive mistake.
Frater will play it over for Nascimento. Nascimento, not a big goal scorer. Had 3 in 22 games during the regular season.
Oh, now they're going to call a foul on the Wave just outside the top of the arc. Actually, it's going to be at the yellow line.
Yeah, Frater was down near the top of the arc, but they put the ball back near the line. It's Andre Hain going to get called for the foul, number 99. All right, they back up the defensive wall for Milwaukee. And the shot blocked. Sean Escueta jumping out to block that shot from Pereira. Mello tracks it down. Rodriguez and the Blast work it out of their end. Bouncing to the middle, and
Perez snuck out on there and just grabbed it right off of Javier Steinwasser's left shoulder.
Alex Steinwasser now 1 on 3, 2 on 4, looking for Sanchez. Rodriguez able to clear it, but it deflects out. And Javi Steinwasser will get it. As Pereira went down, the crowd razzed him there a little bit. Oscar Flores. The big O, turning shot, save
good
Rodriguez.
save by Rodriguez.
Julian Rodriguez continuing to have a fine performance here tonight for Baltimore. He has really come on to be one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season. Flores plays it off the panel. Alex Steinwasser running through and another save made by Rodriguez. Good positioning there by the Baltimore keeper. Nico Williams trying to get top of the area. Sanchez hustles over to knock it away. Now Nascimento keeps it alive. Shot and a goal. It came out to Jonatas Mello. And Baltimore has their first lead of the night. It's 3-2.
Well, end-to-end action, and Baltimore makes the Wave pay. If it's not Pereira, it's going to be Mello. And that time, you just get a little bit of a opening and put it up over the right shoulder of Jerry Perez.
That brings us to our media timeout. 7:10 left to go here in the third period. It's Baltimore 3, Milwaukee 2. The MASL on CBS Sports Golasso.
Let's check in with Mr. Henry Amini. Henry.
Wave fans, let's keep the life in the arena. Let's send somebody home with a prize. We're going to do the Match 3 game sponsored by Wisconsin Lottery. What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan, where are you from?
I'm from Random Lake.
Ethan from Random Lake. You ready to go home with a prize?
Yes.
All right, Wave fans, make some noise. Let's take a look up at the Jumbotron. Now, there's 9 numbers. It's a scratch-off. You just got to match 3 of a kind, and you're going home with that prize. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, pick 3 numbers.
All right, I'm going to go with 3, 6, and 7.
3, 6, and 7. Oh, there it is. Right off the bat, you're going home with a championship ring snow globe. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Van, back to the action.
All right, thank you, Henry. Mr. Henry Meany and our friends at Wisconsin Lottery. Congratulations to our winner. The latest jackpot amounts, lotto game information, and more, WILottery.com. Seven minutes left on the 50-50 raffle for Stepping Stone Farm. We'll draw that winner in just a moment. 7:10 to go here. Wave 2, Blast 3.
You see Ian Bennett for the Milwaukee Wave as his team now trails for the first time tonight 3-2 in favor of the Baltimore Blast after the goal by Jonatas Mello, his second in the postseason, with the assist going to Marco Nascimento from Baltimore, his first point of the playoffs. Wave going left to right as we look at the action here in the third. Ian Bennett trying to spin between a couple of defenders, taken away. Now Alejandro Chavez starts back, fires a shot, and pushed away by Perez. Might have been going off target, but of course Perez couldn't take any chances. Ferdinand off for Bennett, but taken away by Mello. Mello and Pereira seem to be everywhere here tonight.
Yeah, they're the two guys. They're their leaders. Come up big all year, and they've come up big in the playoffs as well.
Radar pass to the middle for Porch. Taking away Max Ferdinand. Max, who
Touch got a little too far away from Max going forward that time.
Max spent a total of 6.5 seasons playing for the Blast. Basically, he split his 16-year career between the Wave and the Blast with one brief season in St. Louis.
Wave has had the better of the chances here in the third quarter, but give Julian Rodriguez in the nets for Baltimore a lot of credit. He's made a couple fine saves.
He has been the man tonight for the Blast. Bermuse trying to get around Hain, couldn't do it. Played back out, Thompson with it. And the little touch over, broken up. Sela got to that one before Rodriguez. He was going to wait around to see if it got to the goalkeeper. Now Eber Ospina up for Bermuse. I don't know that we've seen much of Ospina prior to this third period. Tripping foul going to be called. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Also, Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. And new for 2026, Soccer Signal staff writer Joseph Reyna and veteran coach Mark Linton explain the game with perspectives for both sides of the glass in the MASL's newest show, Soccer Signal, with in-depth analysis, comprehensive breakdowns, and exclusive interviews from coaches around the league. Don't miss Soccer Signal every other Thursday on MASL TV. Wave still with it as they are still trying to find the tying goal in this contest with 4:33 to go in the third period. Alex Sanchez, who had the first goal of the night, fires one in, and it's headed away by Nascimento. Corner kick coming from Milwaukee.
Wave keeping the pressure on. Created some good chances.
So they'll get the corner kick with Mario Alvarez ready to put it in. Got to make sure that ball stays still, and it comes. Oh, almost rolled through. Rebound comes out, and Sanchez blasted high. Ricardo Carvalho almost rolled a changeup through. Rodriguez was able to just knock away at the last second. Now Rivera blocks the pass, stays in play far side as Alvarez chips to Alex Steinwasser. Alex, great move there, pushing up. Alex still coming. Alex fires off.
Oh, he had Bennett and Flores in front.
Tony Walls keeps the zone and fires it in, and Rodriguez has it. Two-hand over the head pass, like he was throwing one in from the sideline. Knocked down, no call. Well, as you said, Art, they're letting him play tonight. Bennett fires. Rodriguez with the save. It is tough to beat Julian Rodriguez tonight from anywhere. Foul eventually called on the blast. That's a first on Pereira this half. So no worries right now for Coach David Bascombe about having to pull him out of the lineup. Sanchez, far side. Oh, what a crack by Correa, left footer. And didn't miss by much.
Oh, and a giveaway by Jerry.
Now Thompson. He'll fire a shot, and good save there by Perez. Alvarez trying to get out of there. Kept alive, and a foul going to be called on Correa. And a good restart chance coming here for the Blast. Correa dumping Nico Williams on the play.
Well, it's going to be Melo to put the ball in play, standing right next to Pereira, and then he's got Sila just off center to the left, to the right side of them right here.
Milwaukee trying to avoid falling down by two. And it's cleared off the line by Alex Steinwasser.
Melo had a real good opportunity to poke that one in.
Great play by Steinwasser. Melo with a 98%er right there, but Steinwasser able to make the block. Now here comes Javi Steinwasser. Ahead to Escueta. Bennett will have it. He was tripped down. Foul is called. Pereira gets his second foul of the half as he goes over to check on the in. Good sportsman there. Good sportsmanship by Juwan Pereira. Wave with a restart just outside their attacking zone. Shot by Sanchez was deflected on the way through. Oh, Pereira checked into the board, and Wave is going to be fortunate if they only get a foul called here. Well, right in front of us, down below, AK, and that looked like a...
Well, Pereira's a veteran player. He knows how to really sell those hits along the board. Got to be careful when you're engaged with a player like him or Melo.
Check it out one more time. Well, we just saw the tail end of it. It was some pretty good contact there. 2:20 to go in the third period. The Blast with the only goal of this frame so far. Tanner Hodgson.
Hodgson dribbled himself right into trouble.
Now here comes Chavez. Nascimento being marked by Hodson. Touch out off the mark, and Sean Escueta will start back the other way. Sean from Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, played for the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes in his high school career and also for UW Milwaukee in his collegiate career. So he's a local guy. Alex Steinwasser, Correa, now Alvarez coming off the bench. Minute and a half to go here in the third. Alvarez fires one in.
Just missed.
Oscar Flores trying to head it in at the post. Couldn't quite get up there. Alvarez again. He'll fire another one and header. This time he does! Make the connection with Flores, and we're tied at 3.
Well, Oscar Flores has been banging on the door all night, and this time he answered the bell after Alvarez, forced to his left, took the space, played the left-footed ball off the end wall, right to Flores in front, and we're tied at 3.
Flores with his third goal in the playoffs, all in this series. And Mario Alvarez will get the assist for Super Mario, his 4th assist and 6th point of the postseason. Brand new game at 3 apiece. Now, I'm not trying to say size-wise, body-wise, height-wise, but the way Flores headed it was the same as Art Kramer used to be able to do that, get down low and head those balls right in the box. So it works for big guys and guys maybe not quite as tall.
What year was that, Tom?
I mean, going back to late 80s, early 90s in that era. Carpet came up, they were fixing it with a minute 3. Boy, that's a big goal though for Milwaukee.
They've created the majority of the chances.
I'm sure they were getting a bit frustrated. All right, looks like we got the carpet back in order. And Jay Perez and the Wave will put it in play. Perez, not a big guy. He doesn't have the strongest of arms. And a foul called there.
Wave out shooting the Blast 27-19.
Pretty decent volume of shots between both clubs. You look at the scoreline, 3-3, and for the shots and the quality opportunities both teams have had, especially the Wave, you would think it'd be a lot higher. Oh, giveaway here. Frater able to eventually get it back off the inboard. Now Max Ferdinand able to get it out. Tanner Hodson run over from behind by Frater.
Wave was fortunate after Max Ferdinand gave the ball away.
In it comes. Carvalho turning shot, partially blocked. Still 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Barn burner tonight here from Milwaukee at game 2 of this playoff series. Max Ferdinand trying to hold off the defender. Now Alex Steinwasser coming through. Alex cut off by the goalkeeper Rodriguez, and as Alex Steinwasser goes to the turf, that's going to do it for the third period. Alex was holding his ankle. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Anyway, we will go to the fourth quarter. Stay with us, fans. We got one going here tonight. Tied up at 3 here on the CBS Sports Golazo Network.
Hey, Milwaukee, hit the lights.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
You all know what you have to do.
Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, their fancy uniforms.
No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Unleash the fury.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can.
That's still black ice. This is our pond.
That's right.
Phoebe's right. We got to take it to these guys.
I want you to get up now.
Unleash the fury.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
The fans are standing up to them. The security guards are standing up to them. The peanut vendors are standing up to them.
Wave fans,
all right.
We've got ourselves a game here. And you're a deciding factor. We need you to put your hands together. We need you to make some noise! Who wants the ball? Who wants the ball?
We're tied at 3 as we go to the fourth quarter here in Milwaukee, game 2 of this MASL Ron Newman Cup semifinal series between the Milwaukee Wave and Baltimore Blast. If Baltimore wins in regulation, they win this series and would move on to the championship series, facing the winner of the San Diego-St. Louis series, which begins on Friday night in St. Louis. If Milwaukee wins, we would have a 15-minute knockout game, which would then go to golden goal if it's tied after the 15 minutes.
Well, no surprise, Tom, here with these two teams laying it all on the line again here tonight. And for Baltimore, it's been Pereira with 2 goals and Melo with 1. And for the Wave, Oscar Flores with a goal and assist, and he's the guy who scored 3 goals the last 2 times this team met late in the regular season.
Remember, you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. You can also catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and the CBS Sports Golasso Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Baltimore going left to right here in the fourth. It has been a tie game or 1-goal game throughout.
And referees Shane Butler and Brian Miller doing a pretty good job tonight.
Ian Bennett with a long shot that's turned away by Rodriguez. Ian struck that pretty well, but Rodriguez again there to make the save. Also, fans, if you disagree with the call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Alvarez able to hold off Wellington Bermuse, or Welly as they call him for short. Every game these teams have played this year have been pretty close, especially the ones here in Milwaukee. A couple of overtime games during the regular campaign, and the game the other night was a 1-goal contest until the final minute of play. Baltimore getting an empty net goal from Juan Pereira with just 11 seconds left to make it a 7-5 game. Andre Hain dropping back defensively to make the play. Here comes Andre. Andre and Tanner Hodgson. It's a 2-on-4. Andre took a little bump, fell down, and back comes Baltimore. Andre Hain, Brazilian native in his 10th season, 9th with Milwaukee, played his college ball at Lindenwood University in St. Charles, Missouri. The Lindenwood Lions. Sela up in the zone. Nico Williams back for Sela, and the block made by Oscar Flores. You know, once upon a time, Art Kramer, some of the older fans can remember the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, before that, Cincinnati Royals had a player named the Big O, Oscar Robertson. Well, the new big O in Milwaukee is Oscar Flores. Named so because of his 6'3" frame. I don't know if Oscar ever played basketball in Venezuela, but I know he was a pretty accomplished baseball player. Tony Walls knocking it ahead for Alex Sanchez. Boy, Alex almost able to win the possession. Walls sticking in there to knock it away.
Every possession's important right now.
Milwaukee gets it up ahead. Alex Steinwasser had to play it off the inboard and looking for Carvalho, couldn't get it. Correa!
Oh, Cesar.
Wow, talk about a lightning strike, and the Wave leads it 4-3.
Well, Cesar Correa, who's had his struggles in this series, just made up for some of those struggles big time right there as he pounced on an errant pass and hit a left-footed missile into the far corner to give the Wave an important 4-3 lead.
Cesar, naturally a right-footed player, but we saw him crack a pretty good left-footed shot in that third period, and boy, that time he did not miss. Check it out again.
And that was Silla who gave that ball away with a poor pass.
No chance for Rodriguez there. And Milwaukee, for the first time tonight, has back-to-back goals. They lead it 4-3. Now Chavez tried to get to the end board. Escueta had it. Now here comes Grable going forward, and he is tripped down by Welly Bermuse. There's a look at Wellington. Had a good rookie season and struggled a bit this past year, but I don't know if he had some physical ailments. It looks like he's been coming on here as of late for the Blast. Javi Steinwasser will play it in for Mario Alvarez. Now Jerry Perez chipping long for Max Ferdinand.
Give away that time by Perez. Got to play the ball into the corner. Give your target player a chance.
Rodriguez playing long. Now here comes Chavez to the near side. Chavez, another Chicago area native from Streamwood, Illinois.
Alvarez overplayed that one, allowed Chavez to spin to the boards and drew the foul. Another dangerous restart opportunity for the Blast. They are good on him.
Be a virtual corner kick from the near side. Now Sila running on late.
Gotta watch Pereira.
Take it off the inboard. Far side, Thompson. Well, he had some space to work with, but it was just a little too far.
Yeah, he should have held it up and tried to find Pereira.
Roll out to Sanchez. Hope you fans have enjoyed this one on CBS Sports Golazo tonight. Sanchez on the left foot. He'll instead pass it across.
Oh my. Tony Walls missed a sitter there.
Oh, Tony would love to have that one back. On a great ball from Sanchez. Steinwasser takes it away. Now 3v3 as Alex trying to get past the defender, but couldn't quite do it. Here comes Pereira the other way, past Escueta, shot. Wow. Maybe Perez got just a piece of it. Oh, that was close. Good run that time by Pereira. Rivera, Espina, he's got some space and then closed down. Flores able to make the block. Oscar with those long legs, able to block that one. Pace picking up here a little bit now as we come to the 10:35 mark of the fourth period.
Good 1v1 defending by Walls.
Rivera gets it back, throws Ian Bennett down. That should be a foul on Rivera. I'm sure Jairo was thinking he might have been fouled before that.
Remember Jairo in game one got a 2-minute penalty for shoving the Wave player.
Now Perez hasn't come forward into the attacking zone too much tonight, but certainly has the capability to do that, of course.
Well, he's really helped the Wave get forward out of the back.
Correa Thought he was going to try another left foot shot.
No, he did.
But waited too long that time. He gets it back. Oh, the pass out for Alvarez. Didn't have enough on it. Look out here.
Oh, good recovery run by Cesar.
Great hustle back by Cesar. And now Wally Bernous puts down Alvarez. That's the third on Bermuse, so now he's going to have to be careful with 9:52 to go. Blast did not want him picking up another foul. Pass up ahead for Alvarez. Chad Porch there to get it. Oh, looked like Alvarez got away with a pushing foul there.
And then
not the second one.
Not the second one. Wave's got to be careful trying to spring Perez up the left side because it's on his off foot. He's got to play it with the outside of his right, and he's not as accurate playing the ball forward.
Remember, if Milwaukee wins this game in regulation or overtime, we would have a knockout game following this. Be about maybe 15 minutes after this for a 15-minute game. So don't go anywhere if the Wave wins game 2 of this series. Oscar Flores lets Sanchez go through. Now back out for Tony Walls. Wave very happy to have the veteran defender Walls back out there. Tony had not played since January, coming into the game on Friday night. As that one bounces out off the foot of Nascimento. Remember, if it hits turf glass or boards when you clear it from your defensive end, it turns out to be a kick-in. If it does not, if it goes in the air out of play, then it's a top-of-the-arc restart. Walls to Flores, now Sanchez trying to come back for Flores off the end board. Almost found Tony Walls on a header far post. Grable keeps it alive.
Oh my goodness, what a goal!
Did he really do that? Oh my goodness! Oscar Flores, who had the goal of the season during the regular campaign, might have one of the playoffs.
Well, it's something about Baltimore that brings out the best in this young man, Oscar Flores. Watch this back heel Wallace-Scora from Stuart Grable to Flores, and just watch the technique. Look at this. Holy cow.
I can assure you that Julian Rodriguez has probably never seen a shot like that coming at him. Not in a real game, anyway. One more look from behind the goal. Flores with his second of the night, fourth of this series. Grable will get the assist.
Well, it's been the Chicago boys here in the fourth quarter. Yes. First Correa, and then his buddy Flores.
5-3 Milwaukee. Jerry Perez will play it up. Alex Steinwasser. Alex coming at an angle. Fires it just wide. Good try by Alex. Good quick counterattack by the Wave that time.
The Wave feeling it right here. If they could get the next one to go up by 3.
Javi Steinwasser dumps it in the zone, looking for Ferdinand. Schindler's got a cutoff, but Max got it back for a moment, and Rodriguez will scramble out from the goal line to get it. Escueta, big-time header from behind Kavan Frater. Finds Alex Steinwasser in the middle.
3v4.
Now here's Ian Bennett. Ian with a couple of goals in the playoffs.
Smart play by the captain.
Mario Alvarez trying to draw the defender. Now Javi Steinwasser with it. Trying to thread the needle, but good job by Hodgson to step in for Milwaukee. Tanner Hodgson, the rookie, he's actually got an identical twin brother named Carter, who's also on the team, but he's been injured for the season. But they've been quite a new rookie duo for the Wave, as a foul going to be called. Tanner Hodgson, remember, he had the goal that made it 2-1 midway through the second period as you take a look at the youngster out of Macomb, Michigan. Former Western Michigan University Bronco, like his brother was.
6:50 left. Wave's got to be thinking to get Baltimore down to the 4-minute mark to get that goalie pulled.
Mello will send it across far side. Williams as they get it to Pereira. Got to watch this guy all over the field. Juwan Pereira. Pereira, 47 points during the regular season. He had never scored more than 35 in a single season coming into this year. And this is his 11th MASL campaign. Nascimento drops it back. Oh, drive just a bit high by Mello. Good movement there by the Blast, but unlucky for them. That shot was a bit high. Alex Steinwasser going to be called for the foul with 6:10 left to go. And we talk about the Hodgson twins, AK, but of course they've got a long way to go to match the identical twin production of the Dusowskis, who were big stars here for the Wave. Their members both retired from the 90s and the 2000s, Todd and Troy.
And I spoke to both Todd and Troy the last couple days. They were watching game one. Todd in Minnesota, Troy in Nashville.
Just phenomenal twin tandem for Milwaukee as that one deflects out of bounds, and I believe we're going to have maybe a timeout, so we will. 5:38 left to go here in game two. Hang in there, fans. It's Milwaukee 5, Baltimore 3 on CBS Sports Golasso.
Henry Amini.
Then I'm coming at you from the northwest corner. How about the Milwaukee Wave?
Let's go, baby.
Now, let's send someone else home with the prize. We're going to do some trivia sponsored by the Ambassador Hotel. But first, who am I joined by?
Zach Hedstrom.
Zach, where are you from?
Milwaukee.
Zach from Milwaukee. Now, Zach, if you're going to take a look up at the screen, you're going to see a question with 4 answers. Okay, what year? Actually, you just got to know the number. What year did the stylish Art Deco Ambassador Hotel open its doors?
Ooh. We're cooked.
Oh, there we go. A, B, C, or D. Is it A, 1908, B, 1918, C, 1928, or D, 1858?
Oh. We'll go C.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we'll go C.
We're going to go with C, locking it in. That's correct. Congratulations, Zach. You're going to be going home with a gift card to the Ambassador Hotel. Van, back to the action.
Taking a look at the Ambassador through the years. Back in the 20s. Back in 1928, that's what it looked like. Over in the 30s and 40s, the Ambassador Hotel. And then, looking at current day, proud partners of Wave Soccer, thank you to the Ambassador Hotel, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Jerry Perez and the Milwaukee Wave trying to hang on to a 5-3 lead with 5:38 left to go here in game two of this best of three Ron Newman Cup MASL semifinal series between the Wave and the Baltimore Blast. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Well, Art, we'll see if the Wave can hang on down the stretch here against Baltimore and force the knockout game as that one deflects over. Milwaukee already won a series with the knockout game, defeating the Empire Strikers from Ontario, California last week. Had to win game two and then win the knockout game to do it. They'll try to do the same here tonight. Alex Sanchez with a shot knocked down. Rebound follow by Alvarez, cleared away. Mario hustling to get it back now. Jerry Perez chipping to midfield. Wave in a bit of scramble mode as the Blast get it back. Baltimore needs 2 to tie. They're keeping Rodriguez back in his defensive end for now with 5 minutes left to go. Pereira to Mello. Inside, Frater went down as he played it back out. He and Javi Steinwasser having a heck of a battle down there. Wow. They are fighting for every inch of turf down there in the top of the penalty area. Blast still working it outside the attacking zone, and we're going to get Kevon Frater. Boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that was quite a battle between the two. Wave needs to keep possession right now. 4:24 left on the clock.
Into the zone. Tanner Hodgson.
Good decision.
Draws it back out for Tony Walls. For Perez, the keeper. See if the Wave tries to use up a little clock here. Still a long way to go, though. 4 minutes in the contest. Sanchez finds Hodgson. Now Ferdinand. And Max will cycle it back out. There is no shot clock, so they can keep working it. The only thing is, you're only allowed one goalkeeper possession on the defensive
Yeah, they can't use them. And
Tony Walls
realized it too.
Up ahead for Hain, but
now Baltimore's going to use their timeout and go to the sixth attacker.
With 3:37 left to go here. So again, if Milwaukee can hang on to win this game, all right, so we will take another pause. 3:37 left to go. Wave by 2 on CBS Sports Golazo.
Sixth attacker in for the Baltimore Blast. Looks like it'll be number 23, Jonatas Mello. Sixth attacker coming up for the Blast.
You look so uncomfortable. I know.
Yeah, that's Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for joining us here tonight, Milwaukee Wave fans. Game 2 of the Major Arena Soccer League Ron Newman Cup semifinal.
5-3 Wave with 3:37 left to go, fourth quarter. The Baltimore Blast has now gone to the sixth attacker. Jonathan Melos will do the honors to take over for the goalkeeper, Julian Rodriguez. Remember, the lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's the Baltimore Blast taking on the Milwaukee Wave. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game.
Wave showing the Blast some high pressure here, making it difficult for the Blast to move it up the field.
So that used up about 20 seconds. In it comes Perez. Able to smother that one. Looking downfield, doesn't really have a lot of options.
Wave takes a timeout, smart timeout. The Wave needs to give Perez an option to throw it to him, to keep possession. Don't want to just throw it down the field.
Heads up play by the rookie goalkeeper rather than trying to force it, takes the timeout. Well, if the Wave can get it to a knockout game, and we've got 3:02 left to go before that would happen if Milwaukee ends up winning this thing. They've had some good results. 1-0 this year, 6-1 lifetime in the MASL. So,
and the Wave needs to be in an aggressive mindset right now, up 2. And when their goalie gets the ball, they need to be sprinting out of the back to give him options. You don't want to try to play against a team like Baltimore with so much talent and give them the ball and chance to attack you. You want to put this game away. Especially up 2. You're not just up 1, you're up 2. You can take a chance or 2.
Wave is trying to see if they can beat the Blast in the semifinals for the first time since they met in the 2023 Ron Newman Cup semifinals right here at Panther Arena. Had the same scenario where Milwaukee hosted the entire series, but the Blast came in here and beat them twice, 5-4 in overtime, and then 5-3 in Game 2 to sweep the series. The Blast eventually went on to play the Chihuahua Savage in the championship series and ended up losing in that particular series. The Wave last year made it to the semifinals, lost to Chihuahua, which went on to win its 3rd consecutive title. The Blast ended up losing in San Diego, where the first 2 rounds were held, by a score of 11-3 to the Sockers. So one of these teams will advance the championship series this year, throw it downfield, headed away into the stands. They're going to say last touch by the Blast.
Now the Wave should look to spread it out and keep some possession if they can. They still have Perez's feet as an option.
Escueta with it, pressure from Chavez, ball dumped for Flores. They'll play it back out, Alvarez. Now Escueta, pass deflected up in the air. Alvarez flicked down with the header, but Chad Porch has it. And Baltimore will reset with Mello coming on as the extra attacker. He's got the pink jersey on. Better contrast when Baltimore has the white uniforms and Mello's got that jersey as opposed to when they're red. Foul going to be called, quick restart.
Yeah, but they didn't spot the ball.
Good block there from the Wave. Both teams done a pretty good job of blocking shots here tonight. 2 minutes left to go. Blast trailing by 2. They have engineered many late-minute comebacks, playing the Wave in their history. Going back to 1992 when these 2 franchises started playing each other. Now 1:30 left to go. Blast trying to be patient here. Poked away. Steinwasser will knock it downfield. That won't get close to the goal as Nascimento gets it, but it will use up some time.
Wave not looking to pressure here, dropping back into their own half of the field.
Nascimento misread on the pass. Escueta sent it upfield, but Mello able to cut it off as we have less than a minute to go in Game 2. Fires a shot and save made by Jerry Perez. Fans get the Jerry chant going here at the Panther Arena. Knocked downfield.
And Perez is going to run after it.
This one might have a chance. Oh!
Why the Wave didn't chase that? They would have had a tap in.
Mello will fire a shot and a goal with 25.3 seconds left to go.
The Wave would have had a tap in on that full-length field shot. Baltimore wasn't even trying to run back. And now the Wave has got to fend off the next 25 seconds.
Take a look one more time as Mello converts as the 6th attacker at 14:35. So that makes the score 5-4 in favor of the Wave. Mello with his 2nd goal of the game, his 3rd of the series. And as you said, Art, the Wave now has to try to protect this lead for another 25 seconds. Sanchez will knock it long. Mello plays out the midfield. Sanchez runs up to get it. Sanchez
just hold it.
Thompson trying to track him down as Sanchez doing a great job to use.
It's going to be the Wave ball with 7 seconds left. They just need to hold it along the boards.
So barring a miracle goal from the Blast in the last 7.7 seconds, we will be headed to the knockout game. And again, that will take place after about a 15-minute break in between games here. Pass ahead is too far.
That's going to do it.
And We will go to the knockout game. Wave wins game 2 by a score of 5-4. Milwaukee winning their 7th all-time home playoff game against the Blast, against 9 losses. And Milwaukee now 9-15 all-time against the Blast postseason. This is the 12th series meeting between the clubs. Some of those are just one-game series, but Baltimore's won 7 of 11. So that's what's in the balance for the minigame. All right, we're standing by. We're going to get, we'll send it down eventually, Van McNeil, but obviously a big win for the Wave. Art Kramer, now we got the knockout game coming up.
Yeah, we've got this series all even, and advantage swings to the Wave here in their home, at their home turf.
Milwaukee will be trying to do the double, if you will, where you win in regulation to force the knockout game and then win the knockout game. Wave did that to the Empire Strikers a week ago here in Milwaukee. Let's now send it down to Van McNeil.
Oh my goodness, Tom and Art, we're here with the fans. Wave a game 2 winner. We're excited, right, Wave fans? Our hardest working player of the game in game 2 was Oscar Flores with that Sports Center top 10 behind it's like a reverse bicycle kick. Give it up for Mr. Oscar Flores. Now, yes, hold on to this, buddy. The other night, Baltimore won game 1. We were all heartbroken, right? We didn't like that. Wave just won game 2. Who's gonna win game 3? Here's the scenario. We're gonna play a full 15-minute mini game knockout 3. If we don't have a winner there, we will go to a golden goal overtime. In the event that that doesn't work out, we're going to shootouts. Let me ask you this. Will it be the Baltimore Blast? Will they be our winners today? Will it be the Milwaukee Wave? We're gonna find out live and next. This is what the Major Arena Soccer League is all about. We are live on CBS Sports Golazo and CBS Sports and Paramount Plus. Game 3 is next. Let's go, Wave fans. Let's go, MASL fans. Here we go. No, it's all good. Good job. Yep. 15-minute break. Okay. What's up, baby? All right, about to get game 3 underway here as we get the coin flip. Mr. Shane Butler.
White or black?
White.
White. White.
We stay this side.
And Milwaukee. We'll take the ball. All right. Ready, Mr. Butler? Here we go, Mr. Miller. Now, game 3, 15-minute mini game 3 right here, the knockout game. If there is no winner after the 15 minutes, we go to golden goal. We told you earlier, shootouts. No shootouts. It's going to be a golden goal winner. Will it be the Baltimore Blast? I can hear you cheering from home. Or will it be your Milwaukee Wave? This is what the Major Arena Soccer League is all about. Game 3 starts right now. Here we go.
Well, there's nothing like the atmosphere of a knockout game.
Well, that was interesting. Baltimore, Pereiras won the toss. He won the toss, but elected to give Milwaukee the ball, choosing to defend the zone to our right up here in our broadcast booth. And I mean, when it's only one quarter, I don't know why you give away a possession at any possession.
And it's certainly not like the wind is a factor. But anyway, maybe that's the lucky side. Maybe Pereira thought that would be the lucky side for Baltimore. We'll see.
Well, let's see what the Wave can do with this opening possession. Only 15 minutes.
And again, it's a separate game, so teams can change personnel in their lineup. I'm just looking down on the bench to see if there are changes on any side. I don't think so, but again, we'll have to see as the game evolves, perhaps. See if anybody steps on the field that did not play in game 2. Both teams obviously had extra players at their disposal. Nobody had to permanently leave the game due to injury in game 2. All right, Wave, moving it from. So the Wave controlling, and apparently Omar Sila, who got banged up in that game 2, he is out of the lineup. That's a key player for the Blast, not able to go in the minigame. Flores dragged down by Nascimento.
On the first possession, never gave the ball away yet, is already going to draw a free kick deep in the Baltimore zone.
So anyway, number 99, Maldini Goncalves, is now listed on the roster.
Well, remember,
for the
Sila gave the ball away to Correa on Correa's go-ahead goal.
He took a couple of knocks in that first game, so he might not be 100%, and the Wave is going to call time. Yep. So Marcio Leite not wanting to pass up this opportunity, make sure that he's got his unit on the field that he wants. Just 27 seconds into this.
Like I said, the coin toss could be a pivotal moment in this game. Like I said, Baltimore won the coin toss. They called white. It was white. And then he looked at the referee, Shane Butler, looked at Pereira and said, "What do you want?" And he said, "We want to defend this goal over here," which meant the Wave had the ball. You're only going to have one kickoff in this overtime, barring it doesn't go to a second.
Well. So, want to tell you once again that Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at miter.com. Also, Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. I guess, AK, we must have been on the list that didn't get circulated at Capelli for our Capelli attire this year. My goodness, even in the Indoor Football League, those broadcasters get stuff.
Well, this restart right here, you've got Carvalho, the lefty, is probably going to come across and lay a square ball to Ian Bennett.
So let's see.
Bennett will run through and he'll probably go to Sanchez.
Carvalho, shot blocked. Schindler read the play. And Perez was going to come out. Here comes Pereira. Oh, my goodness.
He scores on the counterattack off the Wave restart. The Wave chose to run the restart to the side of the field that was the smaller side.
Juan Pereira, one of the MVP candidates for this year, and he has certainly shown why in this playoff series.
I guess Pereira knew what he was doing when he gave the Wave the kickoff.
I guess so. 36 seconds into the period. That is his third goal of the night and his fifth of this series. Perez initially was going to come out, it seemed like, and challenge, and then he retreated back toward the goal. He got stuck in no man's land, but credit Pereira for a great
He had
conversion.
to back up. He had to back up.
Foul called on the Wave. So a potentially disastrous restart turn of events for Milwaukee as we begin the knockout game.
Now Sean Esqueda's down at the center of the box.
Yeah, nope. There was no call initially, and the Blast took a shot that I'm sure would have counted had it gone in. Challenge flag by the Wave. Now, each team gets a challenge flag in this game, like a regular game. So,
Mr. Brian Miller.
Milwaukee is challenging for a potential card not given, plays under review.
All right, so they will check it out and see what they come up with. Again, Escuela was down at the top of the penalty area, and the play continued. And Blast eventually got a pretty good shot off that
we had
Perez had to make the save.
Behind the goal shot, they were just going to show.
Not sure who Escuela is battling with there.
And that's hard. I couldn't tell, Tom. Could you see anything?
Again, the angle's far away. Well, here we go. Here's a little closer as Kavan Frater. Well, they had a close-up, but then cut away from it. Well, I don't know. We're going to really get a great look. I mean,
well, they had a good look at it was right on them.
Yeah, but I think they cut away from it. Then I don't think they have. I don't think they've got that shot preserved. And there's no overhead shot.
After review, there is a foul, however, does not rise to the level of a misconduct 2-minute penalty. The restart will be for Milwaukee. The simple foul will be charged to Baltimore. Milwaukee retains their challenge.
So the Wave will be the beneficiary of a foul against Kavan Frater, and they do retain their challenge. Blast already with a 1-0 lead in this knockout game on the goal by Pereira, just 36 seconds into it. Mario Alvarez will prepare to boot it downfield. Trying to go for Max Ferdinand, but Nascimento there to cut him off. And here come the Blast. Pereira running right at Alex Sanchez. Sanchez got there. Oh, back for Perez. A little dicey there, but they made the connection. Alvarez plays it on the far wing. Sanchez, 3v4, takes a shot that's blocked.
The Wave needs to keep their composure right now. They still got 13 and a half left on the clock. Need to get back to what they were doing during the second regulation game, finding their targets and running off.
Tony Walls holding off Williams, who's just hugging him down there. Tony, a Milwaukee area guy. Williams, a Chicago area guy. They've had some battles for sure. Sanchez on the left foot fires high and wide. Mario Alvarez with the rebound as Melo comes over to get him. Wave, again, 6-1 all-time in MASL knockout games, including 1-0 this season. Can they do it again? Perez in for Andre Hain. Andre against Schindler will back it out. Here's Sanchez trying to create. Got it on the left foot. Fired in. Rodriguez made the save with some traffic in front of him, and Sanchez is going to get called for the foul there. By the way, Jonatas Melo had the assist on Pereira's goal 36 seconds into this period. Good track back there by Flores to knock it away. Cavallo has it. Correa went down, but looked like a fairly good tackle on the fall there by Rivera. Espina spinning. Lost his balance with some contact, but Blast still get it. And a foul going to be called.
Wave's got to be careful they don't overcommit defensively here. feeling a little bit antsy right now with 11 and a half minutes to go, but they still got plenty of time. They need to keep their composure, play smart.
Certainly don't want to fall behind by 2. It's hard enough to come back in a knockout game when you're down by 1. Almost impossible if you go down by 2. And the blast. Cycle it back. As Rodriguez knocks it forward to Escueta with the header. Nice ball there by Grable to the middle. Carvalho will sweep it to the near board and maintain control. Well done by both Grable and Carvalho.
Now let's see if the Wave doesn't try to get Jerry Perez forward a little bit more.
Williams chasing as the ball's sent in. Rodriguez comes out to play it off his chest. He went down after attempting to play a volley up ahead. Still loose. Max Ferdinand off the frame.
Toe poked it wide.
Boy, Ian Bennett somehow was able to free up that ball, and then Max put one right off the frame.
Now Perez is forward.
They'll fire shot in, save made by Rodriguez. Mello pops one up out of the zone, but Ferdinand gets it back. And now Mello, good battle to get a piece of that one out of the zone. Alvarez near wall, and that one chipped into the white bench. I think it's going to be top of the arc restart from Milwaukee. Nascimento couldn't keep that one in play. So, good restart chance coming up for the Wave. They already used their timeout, so they aren't going to be able to call one here. Alvarez, far side, Bennett with a shot and a good block by Thompson. Baltimore again. Flores will play it back off. Tony Walls will launch. First shot was blocked. Tony keeps going to the corner. Flores got it back. And the Wave trying to keep the pressure on. Flores around Schindler. Jake able to stay with him, the 38-year-old defender from Rochester, New York. Sanchez with a shot in that's turned away.
Nascimento right there for the block.
Still got 9:20 to go here in the knockout game. Perez against Schindler. And the big guy takes it away from him, but Wave gets it back. Bennett with a shot blocked by Thompson. Alvarez will play it back for Sanchez. Milwaukee's had a lot of possession here, but still have not been able to put one by Julian Rodriguez to tie this thing up. The only time the Wave ever lost a knockout game in the MASL, it was indeed the Baltimore Blast that did it back in 2017 in the semifinals, right here in Milwaukee. Sanchez fires just a bit out. Rebound, follow Perez! And we're back to even at 1 apiece.
What a goal that time by Jerry Perez. He did it first time. Wallace-Scora. And Rodriguez, who made a great save off of Perez in game 1 to keep it level, or to keep the Blast in the lead, was not able to come across. Watch this first-time strike by Perez off the Wallace-Scora. Right there, Ian Bennett providing a screen in front, and Rodriguez had no chance as he tried to save the first one on that shot up high.
Perez, who led the MASL goalkeepers in scoring, was 7 during the regular season. In fact, like I said before, I don't think anybody else had more than 2. And he bags his first playoff goal with the assist going to Alex Sanchez. And we're back to even 1 apiece. Huge potential goal by Milwaukee to get back to even here. And so the Blast will work it. Chad Porch with it. Bermuse circling behind.
Takes away that left foot.
Lets Belliard overlap behind him, and now play back out to Schindler. Escueta steps up to knock it away. Schindler will retain the possession for Baltimore. Guevara. Bermuse in the middle. Knocked away. Flores trying to beat the defense back. He is bumped down. Shane Butler, the referee, says play on.
Flores just showed a little bit too much of the ball. The way is going to challenge that. I think it's a good challenge just to stop the play.
Yeah, probably.
Even if you don't win it,
right?
You stopped a potential counter.
Once again, Mr. Brown.
And that's what Juwan Pereira is arguing right now. He's having a word with the third official, Kyle Trimble, saying, hey, we had a break here.
Now Brian Martin coming over to the near side to talk with
Brian Miller.
Coach Latham. Brian Miller, excuse me. I know, Eric Bergerud would be giving me some gruff. Eric on the broadcast team there with Nick Vassos in Kansas City. Speaking of Eric, make sure to check out his 10 for 10 series on MASL TV as we take a look one more time on the replay.
Saw right there, Flores had a little space, but he unfortunately showed the ball on the right side. And was that Chavez running back, or was it Welly?
That's Welly Bermuse right there.
It looked like it was all right what Welly did. Flores said he takes a touch to the left and not shown the ball, Welly wouldn't have been there.
All this happening with 7:39 left to go in the knockout game, tied at 1. Again, if we're tied at the end of this period, again, the knockout game is the equivalent of one 15-minute period, then we would go to golden goal overtime. Boy, great action tonight here between the Wave and the Blast. Playoff intensity.
What do you think, Tom?
Maybe a foul, but
I couldn't tell if Welly got the ball or not.
I don't think they're going to give a penalty to Bermuse on that. Although
if you give a penalty, you got to give a shootout because it's the last man.
Yeah, but there was contact, and as we talked about, the referees have let a decent amount of contact go here tonight. They've been pretty consistent. I think Brian Miller, Shane Butler have done a pretty good job to keep things under control.
After review, the call on the field stands. No foul, no penalty.
As you can tell, the
crowd doesn't like it, but I absolutely think that's the right call in this situation.
So Baltimore will get the possession. As you look at Oscar Flores, what a night that young man has had for the Wave, with a couple of goals and an assist. Marco Nascimento will serve it in to the Baltimore attacking zone. Jairo Rivera with it. Now yields for Juwan Pereira. Patrick Thompson, Nascimento. That's your defensive pair right now for the Blast. Into the zone, Kevon Frater trying to battle his way through. Wave clears his zone, but Thompson gets it. Far side, Pereira coming in. Oh man, big collision with Alex Steinwasser, and then a collision with the official Shane Butler in the corner. I think Pereira was going to get called for the foul.
He was going to get called for the foul. Then Javier Steinwasser came in late, and I couldn't really see what happened there.
That's Alex Steinwasser right there, but
no, but then Javier came in late.
Oh boy, you could tell Alex not very happy as he was yelling at Schindler.
David Bascombe reaching for that challenge flag.
David in his 5th season with the Baltimore Blast. 6-6-0 his postseason record coming into this one. After 66-42-9 during the regular season. He's been an outstanding coach since taking over for a long-time Baltimore coach, Danny Kelly.
And now David Bascombe's going to throw that challenge flag. Going to have to see what Javier did at the end of that play.
Javier reacting to
his brother.
The contact of his brother.
Baltimore Blast.
Mr. Shane Butler.
Baltimore is challenging after the foul. We have a potential for a blue card.
So
that's going to be interesting to see what Javi did after that tackle with his brother.
You can see Alex Steinwasser, number 44. Now he's going to go over and try to make a play on Juan Pereira, number 22 for the Blast, who's got the ball.
Well, you see the initial contact with Alex Steinwasser. That's where the foul was called. And then Javier, just with the two hands, shoved down Pereira. Once again, Pereira, the wily veteran, making it look really good. Forcing the referees to make a call here.
Well, hopefully Shane Butler isn't injured at all. He broke the fall of Pereira, who clearly Javi Steinwasser pushed him from behind. And so the refs will determine if this was, significant embellishment by Pereira. I think it's definitely going to end up being at least a foul on the Wave.
Overturning the first foul call?
After review, call on the field stands, foul only. There's not enough force to have a blue card.
Okay, so the Wave avoids a potential blue card that would have put him down a man. Baltimore will still get the restart coming in.
No, it's going to be the Wave's restart.
Oh, even better for the Wave then. So Pereira is the one to get called for the foul. And Wave will get the possession. .706 left to go in the knockout game. Baltimore scoring first just 36 seconds into it. Juan Pereira, his third goal of the night, his fifth of the series from Jonatas Mello, but the Wave answered at 6:21 when the goalkeeper, Jerry Perez, got his first of the postseason. The assist going to Alex Sanchez, who picked up his first assist of the playoffs. Sanchez had a goal in the opener. Now Williams coming back the other way. Alvarez able to nudge it off his foot as those two Chicago area natives were coming downfield. Wave trying to sweep it out of the zone. Blast still getting it back. Shot blocked by
Shane Butler delayed his call. It's going to be a free kick for the Blast.
So let the advantage play on, so to be there.
Watching number 22, Pereira.
Now Nascimento will switch with Mello to take the free kick. Pereira is up here at the line, almost in the middle of the field. Then it comes Mello with a shot! And it beat Perez, but Escueta was there to take it off the line. Wave trying to start upfield. Eventually, Grable was able to keep it alive. Javi Steinwasser and Rivera for Baltimore battling. Alex comes away with it. Tried to send it ahead. Grable then got a piece of it, and he was bumped down from behind. Mello will get called for the foul. A lot happening here in the knockout game. Sanchez against Pereira. Little shake and bake, fires a shot. Blocked before it got to the goalkeeper. And now I think they're going to get Andre Hain for a foul on Rodriguez. Rodriguez is coming pretty close to handling that ball outside the area, but it didn't really matter since Hain fouled him on the play. 6 minutes to go in a tied knockout game. This one is not for the faint of heart as far as the players are concerned. Their bodies are definitely going to feel it after this. Good job by Carvalho to keep it in. Alex Steinwasser tried to slot it back to him, but pass was off the mark.
And got to be careful trying to win the ball and overcommitting.
Wow, Flores probably got away with a foul there, but the Wave will play on. Perez sends it up for Carvalho. Swept away by Rodriguez. They are letting them play here tonight in Milwaukee. Espina over to Bermuse as they work it now in the Baltimore attacking side of the field. Chad Porch with it. Always got to watch this guy. Blast being pretty patient here. Now Espina takes a shot. Baltimore had held it for a good 45 seconds there, but Espina maybe a little bit ambitious. Alvarez looks for Javi Steinwasser in the middle. Good turn by Javi. Now plays it in the zone for Max Ferdinand. Max still looking to get on the score sheet tonight as Sanchez fires it in, but it rings right into the hands of Rodriguez.
Sanchez had no angle to play that ball off the board, so he didn't get anything on it.
Julian Rodriguez, boy, it seems like he hasn't made any mistakes back there tonight. Grable's pass upfield, the flex, Blast will get it back. Coming down to 4 minutes left to go here in the knockout game. Hain will flick it to midfield. Grable runs onto it. I'll tell you, Stuart Grable
needs to keep it.
Played a great game tonight. That one deflected off and into the stands. Last touch by Grable for the Wave, and so Baltimore will get it. Stewart, the 36-year-old out of Neenah, Wisconsin, he's had an outstanding night tonight for Milwaukee. Pereira trying to center, deflects up in the air, and Perez trying to reach over him and get it, but he couldn't. But Correa able to get it. Now Ian Bennett, 42 years young. They're not going to call for.
Oh, wow. Now they do. Now they do.
Well, in all fairness, it probably was a foul on Bennett, but the whistle didn't sound. And then all of a sudden, Milwaukee had a 2-on-1, and they blew the whistle. But I think the officials got it right. It was just kind of a late call. You better believe the Blast would have been enraged had Wave come down and scored in that 2-on-1. Nascimento prepares to put it in. Remember, the winner of this series will take on St. Louis or San Diego in the Ron Newman Cup Championship Series. That'll also be a best of 3 with a knockout game if the teams split. Begins Friday night in St. Louis. Miscommunication.
Look out.
Now Flores running up. Flores getting chased. Frater fires a shot and a save made. I'll give Frater credit because he was able to kind of slow down Flores a bit without committing a foul. Carlos Carvalho now down for the Wave. So the Blast avoid disaster after it looked like a miscommunication when they were playing it up in their attacking zone. And Carvalho looking up at Brian Miller, saying that he thought he was fouled. Ricardo, the 36-year-old Brazilian, now in his 10th MASL season, his 3rd with the Wave, and you can see him yapping at Kevon Frater on the Baltimore bench. That one skips out of play. Wave will have it. Turning out to be a long night of indoor soccer here tonight between the Wave and the Baltimore Blast. But I guarantee you virtually none of these fans have left. They're going to make them restart here.
Wave just behind the yellow line, so they can't play a ball up over the top to their target. They got to look to go through their midfield. The midfielders, the two Steinwasser brothers, need to be strong on the ball. Oh, that would have gone over 3 lines had Baltimore not touched it.
Blast couldn't take a chance there. So the Wave will kick it in from the far side. Still pretty far out. They have a direct shot, but Sanchez gonna fire this one, just missing. Javi Steinwasser will get it back out for Mario Alvarez. Sanchez again against Patrick Thompson. Another couple of moves, and Thompson stayed right with him. Boy, Patrick Thompson, the veteran defender out of Norfolk, Virginia. 12th season, 4th with the Blast. Max Ferdinand tracking it down. Alex Steinwasser back for Max. Off the end wall. And the Wave can't get a shot as Pereira able to knock it out, but Sanchez has it. Sanchez fires a drive right off the frame. Rebound follow. Pereira, and we got a foul called on the Blast as Cesar went down. Took a knock there, I think, from Nico Williams.
Wave getting all kinds of chances, just can't find the frame on the finish.
Sanchez has come close a couple of times, and we've seen Sanchez score from beyond his attacking line several times this year. One of the most lethal shots in the league. That's one of the main reasons he led the league in goals scored with 32 during the regular season. And now he's added 3 more in the playoffs. Max Ferdinand for Alvarez coming through. Mario coming in. Mario with a shot just wide. Rebound Tony
Ian
Walls.
Bennett ends up inside the goal.
Sanchez still coming, fires. Again, Rodriguez making the save. Sent back to the near side. Blast plays it out. Tony Walls with the header. Eventually comes to Ferdinand. Wave has had most of the possession here the last couple of minutes. Approaching 1 minute left in our knockout game. Sanchez for Hain. Heads it on off the inboard. Ian Bennett battling for position down there. Ian sends it in. They couldn't get it. Hain with a shot for goal! Andre knocks it in!
We're gonna look at this instant replay. Shane Butler already signaling that they're gonna look at the instant replay on this.
So it doesn't have to be a challenge. Video review by the officials. They're gonna check it out. I didn't see anything initially, AK. How about you?
I could have been a handball, but I just looked right away at Shane Butler, who was motioning for the VAR. Jonatas Mello thinks it's a handball.
However, because it's the last 5 minutes of the period, that play can be reviewed for a potential handball before the goal.
All right,
so the crew chief review.
They'll check it out. Wasn't Adolfo Mello like a center fielder for the Cardinals?
He played for me for the Shooting Stars.
That's Adolfo Mella.
Mila. Watch again right here.
All right, let's see. I don't know.
When it came up, did it come off of Haynes' midsection or arm?
Are they saying that a handball on Ian Bennett? Again, hard to tell there. You saw the Blast was very demonstrative, signaling. Watch it again. Comes off the inboard. Now it looked like off the chest from.
Let's watch on Bennett here.
Ian was kind of swiping down it, but I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell what Bennett. Hain, it looked like clearly just played it off his chest. And if the goal stands, Wave would be up 2-1 with 54.8 seconds left to go, which would still be an eternity, as you can bet the Blast would come back with the extra attacker. Wow, this is a long review here, so they are breaking it down. And we're pretty much watching the video that the officials are down there, so you fans can draw your own conclusions. Again, it's hard to say that Ian Bennett had a handball, but
it looks like Schindler's body is blocking him on that review.
Well, the officials are going to make sure here.
Say better Shane Butler and Brian Miller than myself having to make this call.
Again, this was initiated by official review. There was no challenge on it, I don't believe. So the officials have the discretion to review it. A lot hanging in the balance between these clubs right here. And the winner of this game will win the series and then move on to the Ron Newman Cup Championship Series against the winner of the St. Louis versus San Diego series, which will begin Friday night. All right.
After review, the call on the field stands. That is a goal.
Well, you heard Brian Miller. The goal stands at 14:06 of the minigame. Andre Hain, who has scored a lot of big playoff goals in his career, gets his second goal of this playoffs. And for Andre, his 13th in 23 playoff games.
We've seen the Blast score many a goal in this situation here. Just under a minute to go, down 2-1 in the knockout game. Season on the line for both of these teams.
I don't want to go deja vu, but back in 23 in game one, the Wave had a 4-3 lead with a minute to go in regulation, and then Max Ferdinand scored to tie it up. Max now playing for the Wave, but he was playing for Baltimore at the time.
Schrader took off early on that restart.
Again, the Wave hasn't been the greatest at defending the sixth attacker, but they play it right down, and Perez has it.
Waves.
He'll call timeout.
Yeah, he should have let the clock run until the referee made him. Every second's important here.
All right, Javi Steinwasser and the Wave will come over and talk it over, make sure they have their strategy streamlined here. But still a long, long way to go if you're the Waver or a Milwaukee Wave fan. 43 seconds, still a long, long time. Now, you would think that Melo is going to just stay out there with
he will.
The
yeah,
pink jersey.
Will.
Because
Melo's the guy trying to get everybody together here in the huddle.
Blast wouldn't have a lot of time to regroup if they tried to send out the goalkeeper Rodriguez with Milwaukee's pressure. I would expect the Blast to pressure the Wave up high.
Oh yeah.
And
it's going to be Perez is going to throw the ball down the field, and hopefully a Wave target, hopefully if you're a Wave fan, a Wave target can get on the end of it and hold the ball up. 43 seconds is an eternity.
So right now, as it stands, Andre Haynes' goal at 14:06 would stand up to be the difference maker. Ian Bennett got the assist, but again,
well, how about Perez's tying goal?
That was a phenomenal goal that tied it up at 6:21. That was after the Blast actually took the lead in the knockout game when Juan Pereira scored his third of the night, fifth of the series from Melo just 36 seconds into the start of the period.
The Wave won a championship in 2012. They won one in 2019, and could they, 7 years later, make their way back into the final?
So, ball played ahead by Alvarez. Thompson had it. Now Alex Steinwasser dumps it long. Mello took a foul by Oscar Flores. Oscar, got to be careful there, man.
29 seconds. Want to show him a little pressure upfield.
Well, they're going to let him bring it up. Mello with it. They work it to the corner, across, and the shot is up and over by Chad Porch. Boy, that ball just would not fall to him. 14 and a half seconds.
Last goalkeeper throw, they put the ball down. They got to throw it.
Javi Steinwasser up for his brother. Now Crable poked it away, but the blast gets it. Far side, Nascimento. Off the inboard, Perez has it, and the Milwaukee Wave has done the double again. They beat the Blast in game 2. They win the knockout game, and for the first time since 2019, the Milwaukee Wave is going to the Ron Newman Cup Championship.
And there you take a look at Coach Marcio Leite in his first year behind the bench. Has helped his team advance to the final.
Well, he took over for arguably the second most legendary coach in Wave history, Giuliano Oliviero, who piloted this team for the 10 previous seasons and did a tremendous job. But Marcio, longtime player and also an assistant coach last year, taking over this year, and great job by him, great job by his team. And boy, what a battle here tonight, Art. Both teams giving it everything they had in this semifinal series, and the Wave able to survive 5-4 in game 2 and 2-1 here in the knockout game. We'll be standing by
to Oscar Flores going up into the stands to celebrate with his family.
We're going to see if we can get Van McNeil down on the field with our hardest working player.
But it's probably going to be Andre Hayne, but man, you got to be thinking about Jerry Perez.
So it will be Andre as he ends up scoring the winning goal with 54 seconds left. That's how he did it right there. And after a long officials review to determine whether or not there had been a handball, they said no handball. And Haynes' goal stands up to be not only the game winner, but the series winner. And so it will be Van McNeil talking with Andre. Well, we've seen Andre score some big goals in the playoffs before, AK, especially in that 2019 championship run. All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil talking with Andre Hayne.
Oh my goodness, Tom Art, our hardest working player of the game, number 99, Andre Hayne. Andre, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness is right. I mean, keeping it exciting this series, never letting up and taking out the rival Blast. How does it feel?
Unbelievable. Amazing feeling. Thank you all the fans for show up on a Monday night, stay here. Friday, Monday, I know Friday was a little bit tough. We almost had it, but today we did our homework and we are 2 games. This is a team effort. It's everybody. Goalkeeper, staff, trainers, coaching, the practice players that sometimes don't get minutes in the field. It's a team effort. It's for the city. It's with the fans. And we're in the finals now, baby. Woo!
Let's give it up for our hardest working player of the game. Congratulations, Andre.
Thank you.
Now it's going to be either St. Louis or San Diego, that series this weekend on MASL TV. We're going to celebrate. We're going to get ready for the Ron Newman Cup Championship Final coming soon. Tom and Art, back up to you.
All right, thanks, fellas. Once again, the Wave wins the series, and they advance to the championship against either St. Louis or San Diego. That series beginning on Friday night in St. Louis.
Monday nights have been magic in Milwaukee.
Yes,
the
they
last
have.
two.
Absolutely. So, for our production staff here at Panther Arena and for my colleague Art Kramer and producer Ian Thompson, Tom Wynn wishing you a good one. Again, our final score here tonight in Game 2, Milwaukee wins it 5-4. In the knockout game, Milwaukee wins it 2-1. You've been watching the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs on CBS Sports Golasso.
Your Milwaukee Wave on to the Ron Newman Cup Championship. Stay tuned for ticket information at MilwaukeeWave.com the week of 4/19.